Good morning, folks. Welcome to my corner of YouTube. This is my channel, Divine Hippie 2222. My name is Stephanie, and this morning for our focus card of the day video, the star was pulled. So the message that God and our Creator and the universe have for us through this card. It's a great omen for today, folks. We are very in tune with the spirit world. Mediums, spirits are communicating with us today. It's also an indication that psychic development is occurring in leaps and bounds. And it's also a great time to get involved in energy or healing work, as we are very open to receiving the healing energies at the moment. So, it's an amazing omen for today. Period, end of story. Fantastic energies. Positive spirits are around us, communicating to us and with us in the ways we receive communication. That resonates for each person individually, differently. So, however we receive communications from energies, from entities, we are receiving messages today, folks. Psychic development is also occurring in leaps and bounds. Okay, as it says psychic development. Yes, psychic development. It's also our spiritual gifts and our abilities are developing in leaps and bounds. God is turning up the knob on our gifts, on our abilities, on our talents. It's also, so for all of my, kindly forgive me, I do not know maybe the proper term, the best term, or the term you would prefer for me to use. If you know that, please feel free to leave it in the comments below so that I can update my vocabulary. So energy masters, Reiki masters, zero contact healers. It's a great time to utilize those gifts, as we will be discovering the energies that we are able to channel are greatening. We're able to channel more energy, a lot more energy, leaps and bounds. Maybe leap, maybe bound while you're doing it. I mean, let's be literal, right? Leaps and bounds. Maybe that's something to do prior to your energy work, right? To kind of shake off all of the less than desirable energy, maybe. So my energy movers, I like that term, energy movers. It's a great day for us, folks. We are being provided with larger amounts of energy to move, to purify, to cleanse, to heal, to transmute. We are being provided, gifted, bestowed, blessed today. Okay? Energy movers. Psychic development is occurring. Mediums. Messages are coming in. However that resonates for us, folks. Then, the Oracle card that came out today. The Book of Changes. Just like a beautiful but unusual melody, the divine plan is unfolding through our life, although it isn't always predictable. Kuan Yin is guiding us in the best direction. We are being guided for our highest and greatest good in the best direction. Even if we do not fully understand what is happening in our life right now, allow Kuan Yin to bless us with trust in the unfoldment of our own divine path. The Book of Changes is always at play, helping us find our way. We're just taking a smarter route to our destination. Smarter route. We are, okay, so leaps and bounds, like jump around to kind of get focused and release anything that we don't want there, right? Also to help us focus. Because the whole point is energy conservation on our part. We're the vessels. We're the ones expending the energy to move the energy. So, smarter route. Even if we're unsure, there's a beautiful omen. There are beautiful omens today, folks. Seriously, beautiful omens. Although it may not always be predictable, the Book of Changes is always at play, helping us find our way. So, energy movers, be graceful. Work on grace instead of the focus. Okay, so if we know we're being given more energy to transmute, to move, to heal, to transmit, okay? The focus is being graceful instead of harnessing more energy. Does that make sense? That's the message that I'm getting. There's masculine gracefulness. There's feminine gracefulness. So men, women, it matters not. We're being asked for grace, being graceful in the process, okay? Again, one of the messages I get when this card comes out is somehow, some way, somewhere, we're being observed. I always hesitate to say this. Maybe not always is the best word, but I hesitate to provide this part of the message for wanting to avoid it being taken in the wrong context. If we're being watched, let's give them something to watch. Let's be graceful. I've always seen people, okay, let me back up. Let me be a little more mindful of my words. When the grace card comes out, and I am being mindful of being graceful, I've always caught people staring at me. So through the process, we're drawing, our energy is drawing the attention of others today. So let's be graceful so that they see us as this graceful vessel, if that makes sense. Somehow, some way, somewhere, we're being observed. So let's be graceful. Now, what does that mean? Back straight, shoulders back, head held up high to the best of our abilities. I understand that some people deal with physical conditions or medical conditions, okay? So to the best of our abilities, right? When we walk, are we shuffling our feet, our heels shuffling on the ground? Or are we mindful and picking up our feet, right? Our bodies are meant to sway when we walk. So are we being mindful of how our bodies are moving as we're walking? Now let's not take it so far, right? Let's give them something to watch. Let's not be like so over dramatic. No, we're balanced. We're balanced. Feminine energies, however this resonates, to females. The focus is tapping into our feminine energy today, men and women. However that resonates for us, we are tapping into our feminine energy today, okay? In moving the energy, okay? Again, somehow, some way, somewhere, we are being observed. So, since we are aware that we are going to be observed somehow, some way, somewhere throughout our day, let's just focus, keep our focus on our gracefulness. Especially when we're moving energy. The focus should be grace of moving energy instead of larger amounts of energy to move, right? If that makes sense. Spontaneity. Do something spontaneous. When we're moving energy, do something we have never done before. Okay, leaps and bounds, right? Maybe we leap, maybe we bound as we're moving energy instead of prior to moving energy. I mean, technically, we move energy all day long, whether we are intentionally moving, transmuting, healing energy or not. We are vessels, and our Creator uses us. Sometimes we're present and in the moment of that task, when we are like presently choosing to focus on moving energy, right? Hug a tree today, folks. Leaps and bounds, remember, shaking off the slush. Trees will aid and assist in that. They're like sponges. They absorb our lower vibrational energy. We are being provided with, I told you, we are transmitting, transmuting, moving, healing larger amounts of energy. And the extra strength we require to do this, we will receive from the trees. So hug several trees, hug one tree, however that resonates for you. Whatever tree you're drawn to, that tree will provide us with the strength. Hug a tree spontaneously. So hug a tree, and then throughout our day, another tree will catch our eye. Dance spontaneously. That angel's dancing. Maybe we are incorporating dance all of a sudden into the energy flow, however that resonates for us. Mediums, we are receiving messages. Healers, we are mediums, our powers, our abilities, our the knob is being turned up on our powers and our abilities. More messages are coming through. We're going to be receiving more messages. Our spiritual gifts, our abilities, our skills, our talents, God is turning up the knob on them. Psychic development will happen in leaps and bounds. Actually, leap and bound around today. You'd be surprised what that would do. And let's be realistic. If we know we're being watched, then maybe let's leap and bound around in our house prior to going outside, right? Being mindful. Hug a tree. Spontaneously hug a tree. Spontaneously dance. We are being guided in the best direction. And the message I'm receiving, whether we're mediums, whether we're psychics, whether we're energy movers, whether we're all three in one and then some, Allow Kuan Yin, allow God, allow our Creator, allow the universe, allow, let go, yield. Allow Kuan Yin to bless us with trust in the unfoldment of our own divine path. Again, we're being taught to conserve our own energy, even though we are moving greater amounts of energy. So our focus today is gracefulness. That's all I'm getting. Gracefulness, hugging a tree, and I mean dancing, if that resonates for you. If it doesn't, then that's perfectly acceptable, right? The point is, do something spontaneous today. Okay? So, leap and bound. Again, we know somehow, some way, somewhere we're being observed. So, it's okay to do certain things in our own spaces. And then it's okay to do certain things outside of our own spaces. We're being watched some way. We are just taking a smarter route to our destination. We're being blessed. Just like a beautiful but unusual melody, dance, melody, music. So maybe listen to something outside of the norm of our normal music selections. The divine plan is unfolding through our life, although it isn't always predictable. It's going to be spontaneous. That's okay. We're allowing, we are surrendering, we are yielding gracefully. Hug a tree. Maybe hug multiple trees. Amazing omens are here, folks. Psychic development, development of our spiritual gifts, talents, and abilities. Mediums, messages are coming through today. And we know how we receive modes of communication. So however we receive modes of communication, that's what we pay attention to. So messages are coming through today. We are being taught to conserve our energy as well, as we are transisting, emanating greater levels, greater amounts of high vibrational energy and healing. We're moving larger amounts. And God wants us to work smart instead of hard. Working smarter. All right, folks. I'll see you tomorrow morning. Bye.